Christina Soto. Just showing us a picture there of her Aunt Holly, and Aunt Holly was murdered. It's been a cold case for 30 years this year, and there's there was evidence collected a long time ago. That's I suppose it would be now, and that somehow got lost. Did it really? And Christina just suppose wonder what that was. That was not tested back then. It just said it had me that. I don't know what that was. What she's saying now, but it was not tested back then, and her family has had a suspicion about who did it, but suspicion who did it, but never the proof. There's always a problem with suspicion. There isn't never proof usually, is there? Suppose never the proof to prove it. The evidence was lost. Does anybody get anything from a picture? Remember the picture there posted earlier on, and to the free psychic readings group on Facebook. I deleted the post because we're doing it now, and so there's no point for the post to be there posted anymore. So I've got it all copied and pasted here, all the information there, and we're ready to go here. She knows that it's a long shot, and I suppose she's well aware that it was so long ago, but nevertheless, any insight is appreciated. Someone, if there's anything someone can give, let's see if Aunt Holly can give us some insight. Why Aunt Holly? Well, we're going to see if we can contact Aunt Holly to tell us what's gone on. Of course, it seems as though those in the living world who may know what's going on are not saying. Aunt Holly knows, doesn't she? Yes, I suppose it is a long shot, isn't it? Christina, but what we're going to do, we're going to use these Konxari cards here. The Konxari cards, I suppose you could say it's a bit like Ouija board, isn't it? But in the sense of it's done with cards, Ouija board with cards. So when we use Konxari cards, we put the Ouija board away. Konxar is Egyptian for talking to the dead. I suppose you could call them seance cards, couldn't you? Whereas we're going to use these other cards as well, these mediumship cards, and these are like conversation cards in the sense each card has a message, a pre-written sentence on there, and then as we shuffle the cards, Spirit manipulates them. In this case, Aunt Holly, hopefully her Spirit will manipulate them and place them in some order. So we've got a bit of a conversation going on as well. I'll just place those just to the side there, and I'll just shuffle both of them together, and then we're going to see what this is all about. So what we're going to do, we've got to ask Aunt Holly to join us at the setting, haven't we? And for that we're going to shuffle the cards, and as we shuffle them, we just simply ask Spirit of Aunt Holly. We ask for your presence. Commune with us, Aunt Holly, through these cards, and move among us concerning your murder. Aunt Holly, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Aunt Holly, through these cards, and move among us. Spirit of Aunt Holly, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Aunt Holly, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Aunt Holly and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck there, and where the deck splits is where Aunt Holly has left her energy. And we'll just shuffle these cards as well, the mediumship cards, for a message as well, in a conversation type message. Spirit of Aunt Holly, we ask for your presence, that you communicate and commune with us through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Aunt Holly, we ask for your presence, that you commune with us through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Aunt Holly, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Aunt Holly, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Aunt Holly and all absent friends. And there we've now got that deck. I'm going to just place that deck just up on top here, just so we've got a bit of room, because we're going to do these other ones first. As we've now, as Aunt Holly has now joined us, we have to welcome you, Aunt Holly. Welcome, Aunt Holly, to our setting. We thank you for your time. We thank you for your energy, and we thank you for the insight that you can bring us about what happened to you, and of course we thank you for any messages that you want to convey to Christine as well. So no further ado, we're going to deal out the Konxari cards here. I'll just take take my reading glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. As I said before, Aunt Holly, I can't see without them, and I can't see with them. So there you go. What we do, we have two in the middle. I'll put them just together just for now, and you'll see why. And then we just do these two here. They are roughly where they should be, if there's such a thing as should. Now these are just a bit of a tight squeeze here, isn't it? But these will be okay here. Just a bit of a tight squeeze for them. But we don't worry about that. I'm going to tell you why. You probably might know by now, actually. But just in case, for those who don't, we'll just, that's it, just pop that. What we have to do is we have to make sure that we don't pull the cards of the north, south, east and west. We do this out of respect for Spirit, out of respect for Aunt Holly. We can either leave them in, which is supposed to be a bit of a tight squeeze, isn't it, there, really? We can leave them in, but we mustn't turn them. We must never, if you want to look at them, don't. You're not supposed to. So for this, given the fact that we'd leave them turned anyway, just for the safety's sake, we will remove those cards there. That's convenient, isn't it? That it's the ones that are in the way, I suppose, to some degree. And then we'll just place them underneath the deck, like so. And then you can look after the deck just there for me. Now we've just got to neaten this up a bit, haven't we? Make it look presentable for Aunt Holly. So we've got this cross in the middle, and then these others sort of at 45 degrees here. So then that's it. That's a bit better, isn't it? I've just got our prayer wheel there, just helping to create a bit of compassion, maybe as we communicate there with you, Aunt Holly. That one looks a bit off, doesn't it? I'll just try and neaten that up a bit. Ship shape and breastcloth, I think, for the for the memory of, and also your present there. So right, okay, we've neatened up, we're ready to go. We're going to pull out the first card, which will give us some idea of sort of as we go. We might the idea of what's going on might change as more cards reveal themselves. But we'll just pull the cards out in the order that they were dealt, and this is the first card. So we'll just slowly reveal it as we're supposed to there. Notice that you've got keywords and letters and numbers. The letters and numbers we can at the end lay in a row, lay all the cards in a row and see if there's any sort of message, a bit like an anagram game, isn't it? If there's a hidden message there from Aunt Holly for you. And notice that's the help. It says help on that card. Venus, as it no, the letter T. And notice the photograph there says help me. And notice there's a typewriter and it's typed out help me. And notice that there. I'm sort of getting this. It's straight away, isn't it, Christine? Aunt Holly is asking for help. And we can hear you, Aunt Holly. We hear you. We hear you. This, of course, what happened to you was a terrible thing, and you want help, and that's understandable. I want to pull out the next card just to see what is there, what's connected to it in any way. Let's just see what this is all about here. And then we can just, if this may prove anything or not, I don't know. Stairs. There's a candle, a symbol of a candle, and the number 8. The number 8. And stairs. Help. Something to do with okay on the stairs, I don't know. Did it take place on the stairs? Do you see her on the stairs? Is there like a shadow that you sense? And I suppose you could just take a look at the picture there, the photograph, as though there's like a light maybe coming from a window on the stairs, but it's like I just sort of look, as I'm looking at the picture, I'm looking at the bottom of the stairs. Of course, what goes up must come down if people fall down the stairs. Why do I sort of get this feeling as though, Aunt Holly, as though I could be wrong here, as though you're saying, well, I just fell down the stairs. Well, what happened? You get this in a lot of abuse cases, don't you? What happened? Oh, well, you fell down the stairs, or I just fell down the stairs. It's the old excuse for, you know, I'm not telling you, it's nothing to do with you or whatever. I fell down the stairs. Help me. The stairs, to do with the stairs. I used to say, I fell down the stairs. Help me. That was a cry. That's usually a cry for help anyway, isn't it? Normally, when people say things like that, isn't it? I want to pull out the next card to see what the next card is. I want to see if this is a connection, possession. Notice the letter R. Just show you that there. I am possession. Who's possessed here? I don't know. Is this? What's this to do with? I'll leave it inverted in that sense because that's how the card was flipped, wasn't it? Like that. So just place it back to how it was. It's got a symbol on about the sun, but certainly a sort of star sort of symbol, as if light, as if bring it to light, but nevertheless, they've got the candle there, an opportunity to shed light on this. Possession. Help me, help me. I wouldn't say. I mean, you could say that Aunt Holly is possessed by it in some way. Naturally, it would get at anybody, wouldn't it? But it's more possession. Is it possession is the cause of? No, I don't know what that is. Possessed by what's on the stairs, or what, I don't know. This is looking a bit, I don't know, it's looking a bit uncomfortable, isn't it? I don't know what the possession is. Was the person who did it possessed by an evil spirit, maybe? I want to pull the next card. This might give an idea, because it's opposite to that one, isn't it? There, look, as you can see. Let's just see what this one is, and we'll just go along with it, see what otherworldly, like a flash of lightning sort of symbol on the letter T. That's I don't know if that means anything there to you. Otherworldly, sort of indicating as though I've placed that sort of inverted as well, isn't it? But I'll just place it that way because that's the way it was flipped. So the possession is otherworldly. It's of course from the spirit world. That's where the possession is coming from. It's not Christine who's possessed, or I don't know about Aunt Holly, but certainly it's otherworldly in that regard. But certainly otherworldly help is needed. Help me. Spirits calling from the other world, something to do with the stairs, are still sort of locking onto this. Well, he fell down the stairs, or she fell down the stairs, or we tried to pass it off as that. That typical sort of thing. But there could be a link to the stairs, or something otherworldly to the stairs, the possession to the stairs there, in that regard, where you see Aunt Holly on the stairs, maybe it's the last place you saw her, or something before sadly she was taken there so cruelly. I want to move on to the next card here. We've got sort of going around these other cards at 45 degrees now, aren't we? If it was directions, of course, maybe the help is needed up north, the stairs are due south, whereas the otherworldly energy is east, and where the sun sets in the west is where the possession was, as if the end of the day. Why was it getting the end of the day with that sort of thing? I don't know. I want to just flip this over here and see what else we've got. This is inverted as well, isn't it? All I'm doing is just flipping it the way it was, and of course we just see it the right way up, just for the sake of argument's sake. Murder there. Ooh, that's giving me a bit of a shiver. Literally, that's giving me a bit of a shiver. Murder. We've got the murder card there, just indicating the letter K, and is it Mars or male? A male symbol there. So yes, murder. It was murder. Certainly, it was definitely murder. Why? It's come inverted, hasn't it? So clearly, it was. It was a. I don't know. Not that that means anything, of course, because you can view these cards from any sort of angle. You can view them from where you're looking at them. So where you're looking at them, of course, it's sort of the right way up, isn't it? It's just inverted from where I'm viewing it. So really, I suppose, in that way, that's not particularly. But the murder, yes, it was murder. She's saying that now, because remember, this is Konxari, and Konxari is talking to the dad, and the Egyptian for talking to the dad. We're not doing like a tarot reading or anything like that. That oracle cards and things, they are readings for us. This is a reading for them. In this case, for Aunt Holly. This is Aunt Holly's reading. And she's speaking to us from the other side. We've asked the question. You've asked the question now, Christine. Yes, it was murder. So at least that clarifies something, doesn't it? The murder, the energy of murder there is otherworldly. And help me, as if she was crying out for help when it took place, as if I'm sort of getting that. Maybe screamed, or I don't know. But certainly this thing on the stairs, I mean, I got this sort of generic thing, well, she fell down the stairs or something. Why I'm still getting that, I don't know. Was it an abuser that killed her? Was he possessed? And I say he, maybe. An abuser, I'm sort of getting an abuser here, I don't know why. But otherworldly is linked to this next card here. Let's see what this next card, I want to see what that is. I want to see what energy she's giving us here. And now just flip that card there over. We've got girl. Oh, that's an interesting thing, Virgo and D. The letter D, girl. That's an interesting thing for you. Just when we were sort of thinking,
it's 4 hours.
Abuser girl, otherworldly girl. On the stairs girl, was it, I don't know, was it a cry for help? Was it a girl that did this to her? Or, I mean, it happened to her when she was younger, naturally. There's something to do with a girl. I don't know what this is to do with, but there's a girl who is connected to this. It either is he who is an abuser, or it was a girl who did it. I'm sort of caught now. I don't know whether it was a girl who was possessed in some way, maybe. A girl on the stairs, caught her on the stairs, caught her out on the stairs, or something, I don't know. I sort of locked onto that stairs as, well, you know, fell down the stairs, using that as like a sort of thing. But Holly is crying out for help here. She's asking, help me. She wants help. She does want your help there. I do sort of get that. We see that there, don't we? Or from the otherworldly, the energy of the otherworldly possession, the spirit, the energy that's possessed in the other world, of course, and of course the murder is of course now affected there. I want to see what is opposite the murder energy as it goes through, like. I want to just see what that may, not that it has anything to do with it at all, but we'll just have a look at that. Astral, we've got the symbol of the goddess, and the number 5. I wonder if that means anything. Astral, she's on the astral plane. I sort of get this sort of sense as though she's on the astral plane in some way. Although, nevertheless, it's light above, isn't it? I don't know what that's, just a photograph maybe. It's sort of light from the stairs to there. She's on the astral plane. The girl is on the astral plane, or the murder sent her to the astral plane, and where she can cry for help. Of course, she's free to travel on the astral plane, but without a body, of course. What is that last card there? I want to know what that last card is. Opposite the girl card, if that means anything to do with... There's got to be a connection here. This has got to... come on, come on, Holly. Let's just see what you've got. Boy, a girl, and a boy, and the letter A. And notice there. We noticed about the devil. Saying the devil on the bricks and the possession, as if that has something to do with it, maybe. In that sense. Although I don't believe in the devil in that sense. The devil is the 666, isn't it? The 666, the human number, the most negative side of oneself, has your name on it. It would have the name of the person who's done this. But there's a boy and a girl. Notice the boy and the girl are opposite there, as if a boy and a girl may have been in on this. A boy and a girl, says if there's two of them, it's not just the one. A boy and a girl. Or a boy and a girl certainly knew about it at the time, and may know about it now. I don't know. I mean, obviously they have grown up 30 years when water goes under the bridge, but certainly a boy and a girl. I don't know who these were, but certainly there's a boy and a girl that are right now. Holly is saying, she's saying, help me, I want help. They said I fell down the stairs, but of course there's a boy and a girl, and the boy was possessed certainly, but from the otherworldly spirit sent me to the astral plane. I was murdered and sent to the astral plane, where I now reside. But the boy and the girl, is the boy and the boy and the girl somebody else on the other side, or is the boy and the girl were they a boy and a girl then, or are they still a boy and a girl? Is the boy and a girl there now? Is it their offspring, their niece, their nephew? Is it your children? I don't know what this is all about, but certainly is it she? No, she's not manifesting herself in the boy and the girl, or the girl at least from other world. She's not manifesting herself through them. But certainly we know it's murder, but who's did it? I sort of say that a boy and a girl know about it, as if they may have been either walking past, they may have heard something when this was taking place. Well, I'm sort of still getting this, well, she fell down the stairs, tra-la-la-la-la, it was passed off as that, or tried to be. It was otherworldly, possessed. He was possessed, he did it, her abuser did it. In some way, the boy and the girl on the side there, they were on the sort of side, if you sort of see them there. The boy and the girl was sort of, they heard something, and if you want to know who it was, find out who this boy and this girl was. Of course, 30 years ago there'd be men and women now, but find out who the boy and who the girl was, who they were, correction, who the boy and the girl were, who the girl was and who the boy was, and ask them of what they may remember from it. This is what I'm sort of getting. She wants your help, Christina. She wants your help, and she wants, yes, it was murder, and she's on the astral plane, and she can see things there. I'm sure you can't you, Holly? But it is. It's a very but it's something to do. We can't do names or anything like that. I don't know who it is, but we know there's a boy and a girl who was a boy and a girl at the time. I got it, like I say, I sort of got this boy and girl at the time, but there'd be man and woman, and now, as we know, we'd be adults now. Find out who that boy and who that girl were. Maybe the boy may have sensed the evil, or the evil was there, I don't know, or the devil, or that just may mean nothing at all. Just the fact that it's a boy and that's a girl, and they overheard. Because children are usually there, aren't they, in the background? They'll hear things and say nothing, and sort of hide away or whatever. But there were, it's as if Holly is saying there were witnesses. Find out these witnesses were, and that will lead you to who it was. But I'm sort of still sensing the abuser. Help me on the stairs. Maybe, as I said before, maybe you see her astral double on the stairs. Maybe that it being connected there. Those two, the astral next to that. I want to pull out a message from the message cards here because I want to see what she's got to say to you there, Christine. Here, this seems to be very important, but it's just not clear, but not clear enough. It's there, but just not quite. But at least we've fathomed out. Got to find out who that boy and that girl were. Then she's saying, although you may not understand it now, things will work together for good. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. It's happening for a reason. She's saying to you, Christine, this is happening for a reason. You've asked for me to come, and I've come to you through Konxari. I've come to you through these cards, through this mediumship session, this Konxari mediumship reading, or whatever you want to call it, this seance, this setting of, aren't you there, Holly? What else have you got to say, Holly? Just to say that you're never alone. Well, they may not understand it. Things happen for a reason. I want you to know, Christine, you're never alone. My astral double is there with you from the other world, or the worldly energy is there. I want to just see what there's just 3 cards there, beginning, middle and end of message, and she's just saying there, I have a new understanding. Of course you do there, Holly. I have a new understanding of what happened and why maybe it happened. Maybe the person, maybe the possession was a mental illness, maybe a mentally ill person, or something of that nature that we usually passed off as evil or whatever, devils or whatever, evil spirits. But of course we know the medical terms for this now, and that's a generic sort of way of putting it over. I get this sort of sense as though it was probably a mentally ill person who was either an abuser or just had a stab in the dark. I don't know, but it was something to do with the stairs. There's still the stairs, a sort of sense as though the boy and the girl were on the stairs and heard it. Well, they were on the stairs. Either she was done in on the stairs, or the boy and the girl were at the bottom of the stairs. I noticed the bottom of the stairs before, didn't I? And maybe they were at the bottom of the stairs and heard something going on upstairs. I don't know. That's very unclear. But where, if she was murdered upstairs and there was 2, the boy and the girl downstairs at the bottom of the stairs heard it. If she was murdered on the stairs and her astral double was sent. Either way, where or why or even whatever, it's a horrible thing what's happened, and she's asking you for help. And the only clear thing I can sort of get is if the stairs are, well, she fell down the stairs and that was the excuse. They got away with it that way, or whoever it was got away with not having to go to the police or whatever, and they've been whatever for years, I don't know. But this boy and this girl, as was, I sort of got, now adults, find out who they were, and they will be the answer to this mystery. But of course, you're never alone. She's saying you're never alone. You might not understand it now, but it's all happening for a reason. You're never alone, and I'm always with you. I'm your auntie, and you're never alone. And of course, with that, I think I've got a new understanding, and I think now, Christine, I think you have as well, haven't you? And we'll just gather cards up here. I'll just place them underneath at the moment. I won't clear them yet. I'll clear them, but just a bit later on, when I can just meditate and clear them out fully there. We're now going to just pull out we're going to gather the cards up as the. No, I'm going to do it in the order they were dealt, but I know it. I stood have got to do it in reverse order now. And we just gather them up in reverse order as they were dealt, and then we're going to deal them out just here in a row with the letters and the numbers. I got the number 5 this time. I don't know if that means anything. So this is where we play the anagram game. Or is it a game? I don't know. Is there a hidden message? Is there a name of a person? A name of a place? Is there a clue to what this is all about? I want to just get the rest of the deck here as we've done before and just move that over here to the side, just so we're in a little bit of clearance there. And we've got the letter T, the number 8. Oh, got the number 8. I forgot about that. The letter T, the number 8, the letter R, the letter T, another letter T there we've got. The letter K, Kikinka, as they call it. The letter D. The number 5, there's our number 5 there. Can you see that? And then finally the letter A. Can you see my finger there? Yes. So there's your clue. That may provide some insight into who he was, where this was, who the boy and girl were, or what, I don't know. T8RTKD5A. I'll leave you with that, and wish you all the best of luck. But for now, we'd like to bid you farewell. I want to thank you for your presence. Thank you for your time and your energy there, Aunt Holly. It was brilliant meeting you. You got a brilliant energy, and we're trying to help you, as you've asked me, trying to help, and we promise that we will. Don't we, Christine? We'll promise we will try and help to the best of our abilities. And if you can send us any more signs between now and then, that would be appreciated, wouldn't it? But for now, I think, Holly, Aunt Holly, love is the law, love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part. And merry may we meet again. Blessed be to Aunt Holly and all absent friends. For now, these cards have spoken.